Folktale stories are one of the best performing niches right now in the social media, but since Grok is no longer free, it has been very hard for most people to keep up creating folktale stories, especially the ones who are new in this niche. So in this video, I'm going to show you the new way to generate folktale stories and along with two pro tips that big creators in this niche are using to keep up their workflow going, and also two new strategies to apply when creating folktale stories. So let's get started. Starting off, you'd need an idea, and tools like ChatGPT, Grok, or Gemini can serve as a great brainstormer in this case. But I highly recommend you come up with ideas yourself. Things happening around you, conversations, events, or tales that are already told can serve as a good story idea in this case. So once you have your story idea, would move over to the next step. To make things easier for us, I've prepared a prompt we are going to be using in this tutorial. So go to the pinned comment and grab it to follow along. So once you have the prompt, you would need to copy the first prompt, which is the script generation prompt. So just copy it all, and then in any editor of your choice, edit it, because you would have two placeholders. The first one is your starting idea, and the second placeholder is how you want your idea to end. So just edit it to your taste, and then you need to paste it into ChatGPT. So once you paste it, just send it, and ChatGPT will ask you some questions which you would need to follow along carefully and respond according to what you want, and it will provide the script for you. Now, most people would go ahead and copy the script verbatim without going through the script. I advise against this so much. Go through the script, add human touches, edit it to your own style and tone. For this tutorial, I'll just go ahead and copy it since this is a tutorial video. So once I've copied it, I would go over to the next step. The tools I know that works best in this case is Minimax Audio and Google AI Studio, which are completely free. For this tutorial, we are going to be using Google AI Studio. So in Google AI Studio, click on text to speech and then choose Gemini 2.5 Pro Preview TTS. Once it loads, go over this icon at the top right corner and click on it, then click on single speaker audio, then pick a voice. In my case, Erinomi works best. Choose Erinomi if you want a female voice. Then in the style instruction box, erase the default text and then change the text to Nigerian folktale story voice and not too fast. Then add a colon, and in the text box, paste in the script and click run. So once you do that, the AI will start the voiceover generation process. In case you want to try Minimax Audio, I've made a detailed tutorial on how you can use Minimax Audio. So just click the card above and you'll watch the detailed tutorial I made. So now it is done, so let's preview it.
The students of Ifeoma Secondary School had long since retreated to their dormitories, leaving the halls echoing with silence. The moonlight spilled through the tall windows, painting long...
If you are satisfied, click on this three ellipses button here. Once you click on it, click on download to download the voiceover. Then move over to the next step. For this step, just go back to the prompt box and copy the second prompt, which is the image prompt and the animation prompt. Paste it into the same chat in ChatGPT. It would confirm that it understands what you want it to do. Just write in generate the image prompt in 3D Pixar style animation. It will generate the prompt in this format. The main character's description comes first, and then the image prompt, and then the animation prompt under each image prompt. So just copy the character prompts. The reason for this is to maintain consistency. We are going to generate their images in a plain white background, which it states clearly in the prompt that it's provided. So go to Google Flow, click on new projects in Flow, and then it would load you into the generation interface. So once you are in the interface, click on Nano Banana 2, leave the aspect ratio as 16:9, change the output to 2, leave the model as Nano Banana 2. It takes 0 credits no matter the images you are generating. So once you've set that, just paste in the characters prompt and click send. It will generate the characters prompt in a plain white background. While this one is still generating, I would paste in all the main characters prompts in the prompt section, and now it is generating. The first image of the main character is done, and when looking at it, it came out good, so I would go ahead with that particular one. So once I have that, I'll just click on it, and then I would click on this download icon. The option box would pop down, so I would choose on 2K, which is the upscaled version. With that, it will automatically upscale the image and download it straight into our device. The second character's prompt is also done, and it also came out amazing. I would go ahead and download it, of course the upscaled version of it. So with their base images, we are going to start generating their same images. In the image prompt I provided, the AI tool was to calculate how many images is to cover the entire animation, and each image lasts on 5 seconds on the screen. So with that, the AI would calculate that, which it has done already, but that differs according to the speed of your voiceover. In my case, the voiceover was over 5 minutes, but the AI tool approximated it as 2 minutes. So all I did was just to tell it that it is over 5 minutes, and then it started the process again. So with that, I would then go ahead and copy the image prompt and then move back to Flow AI. Then I'll paste in the prompt, and this time around I'll change the aspect ratio as 16:9 and leave every other thing as they are. Now if you watch closely, ChatGPT specified how we are to upload the base images of the character, like Amina should be the first image and Emeka the second image. To upload their image, click on this plus icon and then click on this icon here to upload the image straight from your device. Then click on I agree. Once you click on it, upload their image, and once it is uploaded, then click on this icon to send it. One of the coolest thing about Flow is that it is pretty fast when it comes to generation, and also it now gives 150 credits, which renews daily, so you can also use it for your animation. So now this one is done, and we would go through it and choose between the two, and I think I really like this one under here, so I would go ahead and download this one. And to download it, just click on this download icon and choose 2K. Now if you zoom in, you'll see that the image is really clear. So with that, let's move on to the next step. In the animation phase, we are going to be using two strategies to complete this part, which I told you about. The first one is for scenes that native audio, and the second one is for scenes that needs dialogues, that's native audio. So for the scenes, we are going to be using Meta AI. To start, just go back and copy the animation prompt for each images, and once you've copied the animation prompt, go into Meta AI, click on create video. Once you click on create video, then you need to click on this plus icon to upload the image you generated that you want to animate. So I will click on it and I will click on done. Once I click on done, you would wait for it to upload, then paste in the prompt you want to use for the animation. Click enter. Once you click enter, Meta AI will start animating it. And one thing I like about Meta AI is that it is pretty fast. Though it doesn't come with native audio, but it still serves this process very well. The next strategy is for animations that needs native audio, which is dialogues. For that, click the card above to watch the tutorial I made on Grok alternatives. So these alternatives has native audio, and this one is done already. So I would click on it now, and then I would click on this download icon to download it straight to my device, and it doesn't have watermark. Now, one thing I need to mention is that when ChatGPT is providing the image prompt and the animation prompt, it may skip some parts. So in my case, it skipped the first part of the image, which I really needed in the video. So all I did was just to copy the scripts in small chunks. So once I copy it, I will then repeat the process we use for the image generation and also the animation. I also use the same prompt I use for an image to also generate the animation. So with that, we'll move on to the next step. Editing phase, we are using InShot. So click on video, click on new, and import all the video clips accordingly. So click on audio, click on music, and import the voiceover you generated. Just click on use. So when you click on use, it is imported into your editing timeline. Now you would go through the video and make sure that it aligns properly as it should be in the video. Now if you check properly, this one is more like a static image. So I will add a keyframe, 2 keyframes between the frame, and then I would zoom this particular one a bit, but not too much, so it adds animation to it. So once you've done that, you can go ahead and add transitions if you feel like, add background music and sound effects to make your videos more polished. Now play around with the editing to your test before clicking on export. And this is the final video.
The students of Ifeoma Secondary School had long since retreated to their dormitories, leaving the halls echoing with silence. The moonlight spilled through the tall windows, painting long, pale stripes on the dusty floor. Among the dormitories and classrooms, a faint metallic click, click, click drifted from the far end of the corridor. Amina, a brave but cautious girl with sharp eyes and an unshakable curiosity, paused in her tracks. Her heart thumped like a drum in her chest. She held her books tight against her chest, her knuckles whitening. Behind her, Emeka, tall and lanky, shuffled.
Now that was the complete new workflow of generating folktale stories without burning out. If this video was any way helpful in this Grok is no longer free era, kindly give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, because anything that helps us save money and time is what I share here. And I would like to see you in my next video. Peace.